So you own an LLC, but how do you own it? That is a huge issue. You got to make sure that you protect your assets with proper ownership of your LLC, right? So let's say you have a single member LLC. You're the only owner. You pass away. You have a rental home. Walk through that example. You have a rental home. Tenant leaves. You got to get a new tenant in, or your estate does. Your next person in line, your spouse, your kid, something like that. And you can't. They can't pay the mortgage. They can't work with your bank. They can't sign a lease. Why? Because they don't have the authority. Sole member, single member LLC, owned by you. They've got to wait until your estate goes through the probate court. The executor gets approval of what to do next. That typically is going to take 3, maybe 6 months in a lot of counties in Texas and other states. That could potentially take years. So you got to be real careful there. Now let's say you have a practice as like a PLLC, you're a doctor's office, dentist, some kind of something like that, chiropractor. Same thing. You pass away. You're the business owner. No one has the ability to transact. No one can pay your employees because they don't have the ability with the bank. No one can pay your mortgage and your rent and everything because they don't have the ability. So your employees leave. No one, your spouse, your kids can't sell the business because they don't have the authority to sell it yet. So they can't sell the business. So now all your customers, your clients, your patients leave. And all of that goodwill, that blue sky value of your business that you could have sold it for $500,000, $1 million, $5 million, gone. Just like that. That's the problem with improperly owning an LLC. One way to fix that is to have a trust own the LLC, and that way your next trustee can step in immediately if you pass away, become incapacitated, and start managing that business. They can pay employees to keep them around. They can negotiate a sell and sell it to an employee or employees or other doctors in the offices, for et cetera, for example. But you got to make sure it's owned the right way, because if it's owned the wrong way, you can. I've seen businesses and rental homes just get destroyed because their LLC was owned the wrong way. I'm Mike Massey. I've helped over 1,000 families with estate planning, asset protection, real estate, etc. Love to have a conversation with you. Look us up at Mike Massey Law, mytxwills.com, mytxwills.com.